Welcome to Bottle Talk, the podcast where we dive deep into the world of reusable bottles, how they're made, who's buying them, and why they're changing the way we hydrate. From supply chains to design trends, we're uncapping the stories behind the bottles we use every day. I'm Valeria Garcia.
I'm Mia Luna.
And I'm Victor Garcia.
And it's time to talk bottles.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Bottle Talk. I am Victor Garcia, your leading host of today's episode. Today we'll be talking about changes in price of related goods, services in relation to reusable water bottles.
What we mean by this is that complements are something that works well with a certain product. A tiny example of this, so listeners understand, would be milk and cookies. Of course, if you're going to go to the store and let's say you buy Oreos perhaps, you're going to want milk to dunk your Oreos in. Another complement would probably be cereal and milk. If you're going to buy cereal, you're going to buy milk. That's just how complements work.
Let's look at Starbucks, for example. They sell reusable cups, which have already brought them in a ton of customers. But because of their new promo, Starbucks allows all customers to get free refills of hot or iced brew coffee or tea during the same visit to a participating location. This policy applies to drinks ordered for here. Because of this, more and more people are buying these cups because you get refills if you have a Starbucks cup. But what were to happen if the price changes for coffee goes up?
That is an amazing question. We could put it this way. If the price of the coffee goes up, people are going to pay the price of the cup to get free coffee thinking they are spending less.
Let's talk about substitutes now. Substitutes are basically a replacement of a product that you wanted but isn't really there. Val, what are some of your favorite substitutes?
Well, I know me and my mom always get the Great Value tomato sauce instead of the brand one, like the Costeña, just because it's cheaper and it's just always there and it's more accessible.
Victor, some of yours?
Sometimes, like, when I go to, like, a gas station or, like, Walgreens or something, I don't have the Haribo gummies, and so I just get, like, whatever is there, like, off-brand gummies that still kind of taste good. I mean, it's just
The same.
Yeah, so that's the basics of substitutes, but let's put it into the perspective of water bottles. So let's say you wanted a Stanley and it isn't there, which is sad. Isn't it all sad?
Yeah, we all love Stanleys.
We all love Stanleys. So your Stanley isn't there. So what are you going to reach for? What would you reach for, Valeria?
Pues I would just leave it there and just reach for and just go to Five Below and get like a cheaper version of it because who needs the brand one, right?
Exactly. Victor, what would be your substitute for a Stanley?
I think, like, just like a regular water bottle that kind of like acts like a Stanley. It's just like an off-brand, great value.
Great value, kind of. Yeah.
Mhm.
So what we mean when we're talking about this is that because that Stanley isn't there, it's going to raise the demand for the substitute product. Like Val said, if her tomato sauce isn't there, she's going to reach for the other one. Victor, if the Haribo gummies aren't there, he's going to reach for the other one, raising the demand for the other substitutes.
To close this off, we talked about complements and substitutes and how they affect the demand for reusable water bottles. For substitutes, if there is a product that isn't there, you are more likely to reach for an off-brand option. And as for complements, you are drawn to buy something that goes with the initial product you wanted to buy. A great compliment for this episode would be a 100.
That's a wrap on this episode of Bottle Talk. Whether you're in the business, a collector, or just curious about the future of hydration, we've got more insights coming your way. Be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and give us 100 on this episode. Until next time, keep refilling and keep talking bottles.